Hello, and a very warm welcome. Round 20 as we head to Mexico. Yeah, round 20 of the F1 season as the season draws closer. 5 rounds to go, and we have the Mexican Grand Prix. Be interesting to know your thoughts on the Mexican Grand Prix. Been on the calendar for quite a while now. Long straights, lot of DRS, and provides decent racing, but it is very harsh on the cars as we have very high altitude as it is above sea level. So quite high. I don't know the Pacifics, but every time we come here you always see the cars struggling around this one. Big crowds, lot of passion for Mexico. Obviously it helps they have a Mexican driver in Sergio Perez. He has been so bad this season, there's no getting away from it. 71 laps, 2 DRS. I'm sure we've had 3 round here before. Obviously 1 down the main straight. Then we have, it is 3. 1 down the main straight, then the little chicane as we see on the background picture. 1 coming out of here. And then 1 down the other back straight before the stadium section. So we come into this one, Sergio Perez home race. Is it going to be his last home race? Every time we come here we hear rumours about Perez maybe retiring, but this genuinely could be his last race because Liam Lawson is doing very well. Sergio Perez is not. I mean, look, the drivers is 8th. Wow. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. To be behind both Mercedes, who have been terrible this season, is shocking by Sergio Perez. This could well be his last home race. Liam Lawson in at Red Bull, and then someone in at AlphaTauri, whether that's Hadjar or someone else. I've even seen Colapinto linked. So Perez could be his last race. Sergio Perez is good enough to be on the grid, but he's not done well at a top team. So we got a couple of talking points coming in. 71 laps. A real short track, really. 1, my biggest talking point coming into this weekend. The title is done. Sky, everyone in the media needs to stop hyping up this title fight. It's never really been a title fight because every time Lando Norris has an opportunity, he somehow finds a way to fuck it up, to put it bluntly. Forget the title fight. Max is a 4-time champion. I said he'd be, I think people didn't really believe. I mean, the gap's 57 now. It was 52 before we started. The second one I've got written down is Ferrari's form. Ferrari, honestly, they were so dominant in Austin. Can they keep that up? Are we going to see a consistency by Ferrari? Or are we going to have one quality race and then back to normal? Ferrari, Charles Leclerc's got a real opportunity to get second in the drivers. And Ferrari, still, it's an outside chance. They still have a chance at the constructors for me. They're not that far behind. If they keep putting in weekends like Austin, there's no reason why they can't. But it's just about the consistency factor. Third big point, youngsters outstanding and grasping the chance. I've been a bit we'll start that again. I've been a big advocate on the channel for promoting young drivers. I've done many rants about Formula 2 drivers not getting promoted. I think it's wrong. It makes Formula 2 pointless if you don't promote the talent. And luckily, at the minute, the talent is being promoted. Kimi Antonelli, Jack Doohan, Liam Lawson. Colapinto got his chance. So, great to see. Really good to see. Ollie Behrman as well. Colapinto came in. Wow. So, youngsters really shining on the biggest stage. It's great to see. Fourth point, and we've already covered this. Perez, probably his last home race. How is he going to be on the grid next year? I can't see him going back, taking a step down. So yeah, big problems for Sergio Perez, but he's not been good enough. He deserves to be sacked by Red Bull, 100%. Max is P1 in the drivers, Sergio's 8th. Max is 200 points ahead of Sergio. I mean, there's no hate against Sergio, it's just not good enough. Number 5th point, Lewis, reaction. Lewis Hamilton, one of his worst weekends. He's coming into Mexico and he needs to show something, because Austin was absolute shit show. 6th point, Alex Albon, step it up. Show us what you're made of, because you need to. Colapinto is dominating you, and that is embarrassing for Alex Albon. There's no if, buts, maybes. That is embarrassing. Alex Albon, I want to see a reaction this weekend. Get ahead of Collie Dog Colapinto. Yeah. 7th point, Lawson. Can he keep up the form? Liam Lawson's coming. He's got to go with it. He's got to keep delivering like that, and he could have a Red Bull seat. Lesbian Lawson, fantastic. 8, big title, big fight for 6 in the Constructors. It's ebbing and flowing between Haas F1 and Racing Bulls. Haas F1 got more points at Austin, and they've now overtook Racing Bulls. Tsunoda and Lesbian Lawson, 1-1, and Lesbian Lawson need to find some points to get back ahead of Haas. That is going to cost them millions, even though it's 6th and 7th. Millions. And the Constructors, for me, is wide open. That's my last point. It's wide open. McLaren 544, Red Bull 504, and Ferrari 496. If Red Bull are still in the Constructors fight, then Ferrari have to be, because they're only 8 off. So we're going to have a quick rundown of the drivers, and yeah, Max just needs to keep doing what he's doing. Lando Norris needs to win a race, stop bottling it. Charles Leclerc in a minute, superb. Can he continue that form? Oscar Piastri, he could do with a good weekend. Shit at Singapore, shit at Austin. Let's see some. Carlos Sainz on absolute fire at Austin. He'll be coming in with a lot of confidence, begging to get one last win with Ferrari before he leaves. Lewis Hamilton, covered him, he needs a reaction. George Russell, he's doing okay, but yeah. Ugh. Sergio Perez will be highly motivated for this one. Fernando Alonso, yeah. Aston Martin really struggling, really poor. Nico Hulkenberg missed the Saturday, delivering points again for Haas. Lance Stroll, well, we know about Lance Stroll, needs to be sacked. Tsunoda, yeah, can he get back in the points? Racing Bulls really need them points at the minute. Alex Albon needs a reaction. Is he going to give us one? Getting done by it. Collie Dog. Kevin Magnussen had a strong weekend in Austin, and for me, the better Haas driver. Gasly had a strong weekend, didn't get points. We got Ollie Behrman. Is he doing a practice at Mexico? He's doing a practice session, isn't he, with Ferrari? I don't know if that's at Mexico or later in the year. Esteban Ocon, he could do with something. Colapinto's been absolutely superb. Really impressed. Lawson, outstanding. Guan Yu Zhou and Bottas, they're in the worst car. I mean, imagine. It's a real possibility Sauber could score no points all season. So as usual, we would do qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings for the Mexican Grand Prix. Thanks for the support. Adios. Bring on Mexico.